Do you find yourself tossing and turning more than you used to? Watching the clock tick past midnight? Or waking up feeling like you haven't slept a wink? Maybe you fall asleep okay, but then you're wide awake at 3 a.m. Mind racing, unable to drift back off. It's a painful reality many of us face as we get older. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's absolutely critical for our health, our mood, our memory, and even how long we live. When sleep becomes a struggle, it can feel like everything else gets harder too. The good news is, there's not some complex, expensive cure you need to find. Often, the most powerful solutions are the simplest ones. There's one particular nighttime habit, incredibly straightforward, that doesn't just promise better sleep, but can actually contribute to living a longer, healthier life, especially after 60. It's something you can start doing tonight. In this video, we're going to dive deep into this one habit, understand exactly why it's so effective, and talk about how you can easily make it a part of your routine. Stick with me to the very end, because what you learn might just surprise you with its profound impact. And that habit, perhaps surprisingly simple, is consistency. It's about going to bed and waking up around the same time every single day, including weekends. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That sounds too easy. Surely it can't make that much difference. But bear with me, because the science behind this is incredibly compelling, and it's especially relevant as we get older. Our bodies, and particularly our brains, thrive on routine. We have this internal biological clock, called the circadian rhythm, which regulates our sleep-wake cycle, among many other things. Think of it like a conductor leading an orchestra. This conductor tells your body when to feel sleepy and when to feel alert. Light and darkness are the main signals for this conductor. However, as we age, this internal clock can become a little less precise, a little less robust. It's like the conductor starts losing track of time, or the musicians aren't paying as close attention. This is one of the big reasons why sleep patterns often change as we get older. You might feel sleepy earlier in the evening, or wake up much earlier in the morning, and the quality of sleep might feel lighter or more broken. When you go to bed and wake up at drastically different times each day, staying up late on a Friday or Saturday, sleeping in much later on Sunday, you're essentially giving your internal clock mixed signals. It's like telling the conductor to start the music at a different time every day. This confuses your body's natural rhythm, making it harder to fall asleep when you want to, harder to stay asleep, and leaving you feeling groggy and out of sync. What some people call social jet lag, this is particularly disruptive for an aging circadian rhythm which, as we mentioned, is already potentially a bit more fragile. By establishing a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, you are strengthening that internal clock. You are giving your conductor a clear schedule to follow. Over time, your body learns when to expect sleep and when to expect wakefulness. It starts to release sleep-inducing hormones like melatonin more predictably as your bedtime approaches, and prepares you for wakefulness as your usual wake-up time nears. So, how do you actually start doing this? It begins with choosing realistic times. Think about when you naturally feel tired in the evening and when you usually wake up feeling most refreshed. Don't pick times that are completely out of sync with your body's current rhythm. Choose something achievable. If you currently go to bed anywhere between 9 p.m. and midnight and wake up between 5 a.m. and 9 a.m., maybe aim for a consistent bedtime of 10:30 p.m. and a wake-up time of 6:30 a.m. The key is to stick to it, even on weekends. Yes, this is often the hardest part for people. That urge to sleep in on a Saturday morning after a busy week can be strong. But those few extra hours in bed on a weekend can seriously throw off your rhythm for the whole following week, making Monday morning feel even worse. It's better to get up around your usual time and, if you feel you need it, take a short nap during the day, say 20-30 minutes, but avoid long or late afternoon naps that can interfere with nighttime sleep. Don't expect perfection overnight. If you occasionally stay up a bit later for a special event, that's okay. But try to still wake up around your usual time the next morning to minimize the disruption. If you have trouble falling asleep at your new, earlier bedtime, don't lie there for hours getting frustrated. Get up, go to another room, do something quiet and relaxing in dim light like reading or listening to calm music, and return to bed only when you feel sleepy. The goal is to associate your bed with sleeping, not with lying awake and worrying. Consistency is the foundation. It's the most powerful signal you can send to your body's internal clock. It takes patience and discipline, especially in the beginning. But the rewards are significant. It builds a strong, predictable rhythm that helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle much more effectively. This consistent timing is the bedrock upon which truly restorative sleep is built, which in turn supports your health in ways you might not even realize. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I get the idea of consistency, but how does this really translate into better sleep and a healthier life? Well, that's where the magic truly happens. When your body's circadian rhythm is running smoothly, thanks to that consistent bedtime and wake time, your sleep becomes more efficient and restorative. You spend more time in those crucial stages of sleep, deep sleep and REM sleep, which are essential for physical repair, memory consolidation, emotional processing, and overall brain health. Poor sleep, often fragmented and shallow due to an inconsistent schedule, deprives you of these vital stages. Think of deep sleep as the time your body does its heavy-duty repair work, fixing tissues, consolidating memories, and boosting your immune system. REM sleep is like your brain's nightly defragmentation and emotional processing session. Without enough of these, you wake up feeling tired, fuzzy-headed, and more vulnerable to stress and illness. But the benefits of consistent sleep timing extend far beyond just feeling more rested tomorrow. Chronic poor sleep, which is often a consequence of an erratic schedule as we age, is linked to a whole host of serious health problems that can shorten your lifespan and reduce your quality of life. We're talking about an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, obesity, depression, and even certain types of cancer. When your sleep schedule is inconsistent, it disrupts hormone regulation, increases inflammation throughout the body, negatively impacts your metabolism, and weakens your immune system. Your body is constantly trying to catch up, and this chronic stress takes a toll over time. By simply getting your internal clock on a consistent schedule, you are directly mitigating these risks. You are allowing your body to perform its necessary repair and maintenance functions reliably every single night. You are supporting healthy hormone levels, reducing inflammation, improving metabolic health, and keeping your immune system strong, all of which contribute to a longer, healthier life. Consider the impact on cognitive function, your memory, focus, and decision-making abilities. As we age, many worry about cognitive decline. Consistent, quality sleep is one of the most powerful tools you have to protect your brain health. During sleep, your brain clears out waste products, including proteins linked to neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. It also strengthens neural connections vital for learning and memory. Inconsistent sleep disrupts this process, potentially accelerating cognitive aging. By sticking to a regular schedule, you are giving your brain the optimal conditions to perform these critical overnight tasks, helping to keep your mind sharper for longer. It's not just about preventing bad things, it's about actively supporting good health and function. Beyond the consistent timing, you can also weave in a few simple, complementary activities in the hour or so before your consistent bedtime to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. These aren't strictly part of the one habit of timing, but they support its effectiveness. Things like turning down the lights, avoiding screens like phones and tablets which emit stimulating blue light, reading a physical book, listening to calming music, taking a warm bath, or doing some gentle stretching or meditation. These activities help create a calming routine that prepares your mind and body for sleep. making it easier to fall asleep once you get into bed at your consistent time. Think of it as smoothing the runway for sleep, while the consistent timing is the pilot steering the plane. These wind-down activities are the ground crew preparing for a smooth landing. Challenges might arise. You might still wake up in the night. That's common, especially as we age. But if your overall rhythm is consistent, you're more likely to fall back asleep relatively quickly. If you can't. Again, get out of bed and do something quiet and relaxing until you feel sleepy. Avoid checking the clock repeatedly, as that can increase anxiety. You might have restless legs or other physical discomforts, while a consistent schedule doesn't directly cure these. Improving overall sleep quality can sometimes lessen their impact, and knowing your body's rhythm is predictable can reduce the stress associated with nighttime awakenings. The key is to focus on establishing that core habit of consistent timing first, as it provides the strongest signal to your body's sleep-regulating system. It's a powerful, yet often overlooked, strategy for improving not just how you feel tomorrow, but how well you live for years to come. Next, let's look at how this simple habit connects even more deeply to overall longevity, and how you can troubleshoot common issues as you establish this new routine. So, we've talked about the power of just one simple change, keeping your sleep and wake times consistent, and how it strengthens your body's internal clock, improving sleep quality. We've also touched upon how this improved sleep quality is absolutely foundational for protecting your health against serious conditions that become more prevalent as we age. But let's really drive home the point about longevity. It might seem like a stretch to say that going to bed and waking up at the same time could help you live longer. But the evidence is mounting and compelling. Consistent, healthy sleep isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. It's about maintaining independence, cognitive function, physical vitality, and emotional well-being well into your later years. Think about energy levels. When you're consistently getting good, restorative sleep, you naturally have more energy throughout the day. This means you're more likely to stay active, engage in hobbies, socialize, and do the things you enjoy. Physical activity is a cornerstone of healthy aging and longevity, and you're much more likely to be active when you're not battling chronic fatigue. Social connection is another vital factor in living a long, happy life. And having consistent energy makes it easier to maintain those connections. Poor sleep, conversely, drains your energy, making you less likely to move, less likely to interact, and more likely to feel isolated. Consider your mood and mental health. Sleep deprivation and inconsistency are strongly linked to increased feelings of irritability, stress, anxiety, and depression. Maintaining a stable sleep schedule helps regulate neurotransmitters and stress hormones, contributing to a more stable mood and greater emotional resilience. Feeling happier and less stressed has its own positive ripple effects on physical health and overall longevity. It's a virtuous cycle. Better sleep leads to better mood, which can lead to healthier choices, which supports better sleep, and so on. Let's revisit the link to chronic diseases. While we touched on the increased risk associated with poor sleep, consistent sleep actively works to reduce that risk. By supporting healthy blood sugar regulation, it helps prevent or manage type 2 diabetes. By keeping inflammation in check and supporting healthy blood pressure, it benefits your cardiovascular system. By supporting a robust immune response, it helps your body fight off infections and potentially even ward off certain cellular changes that could lead to cancer. It's not a magic bullet, of course, but it's a fundamental pillar of health that significantly tips the scales in your favor when it comes to preventing age-related diseases. Now, as you commit to this consistent schedule, you might encounter some bumps in the road. Maybe you have a night where you just can't fall asleep at your chosen time. Don't despair. One off night won't derail everything. Just get up, do something relaxing, and try again when you feel sleepy. The important thing is to still wake up at your consistent time the next morning. This reinforces the rhythm, You might feel a bit tired that day, but pushing through will help ensure you're ready for sleep at your consistent bedtime that evening. It's about long-term consistency, not short-term perfection. If you find yourself consistently waking up much earlier than your desired time and unable to get back to sleep, it might mean your chosen bedtime is a bit too early, or that you're spending too much time in bed trying to sleep. Sometimes, slightly reducing your time in bed can paradoxically improve sleep efficiency. What if you have chronic pain or other conditions that disrupt sleep, while consistency is still beneficial? It might be helpful to talk to your doctor about strategies to manage those specific issues. But remember, even with underlying conditions, giving your body the best possible chance at regulated sleep through consistent timing is always a good starting point. This one habit is a powerful tool in your health arsenal, especially as you navigate the sleep changes that can come with aging. It empowers your body to do what it's designed to do: rest and repair effectively. By prioritizing this simple consistency, you're not just improving your nights, you're investing in brighter days and healthier years ahead. It's a gift you give yourself, a fundamental step towards living your best life at every age. Give it a try. Be patient with yourself, and notice the difference it makes. Remember, small changes can make a big difference to your health and happiness. This one simple habit of consistent sleep and wake times is a prime example. It costs nothing but a little discipline, and the potential rewards are immense: better sleep, improved mood, sharper mind, stronger body, and ultimately, more vibrant, healthy years to enjoy. It's never too late to start making positive changes for your health. Your body is incredibly resilient and will respond gratefully to a stable, predictable sleep routine. I'd love to hear from you. What are your biggest sleep challenges right now? Or, if you've tried establishing a consistent sleep schedule, what difference has it made for you? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could help others in our community. If you found this video helpful and encouraging, please give it a thumbs up. That tells me I'm providing content you value. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos with practical tips and inspiration for living well after 60. Taking care of your sleep is one of the most powerful steps you can take for your overall well-being. You deserve to feel rested, energetic, and healthy. Prioritize that consistent sleep schedule. Be patient with the process, and celebrate the improvements you see. Keep taking small steps towards a healthier you. Live your best life at every age.